thank you for joining me today. This video is going to be all about how to help relieve plantar fasciitis. I had tried every foam rolling tool, everything I'd known to help relieve my plantar fasciitis, and I finally ordered the Ashley Black Fascia Blaster, and I'm going to show you today what I have done to help relieve and eliminate the plantar fasciitis pain that I have had from working out. So grab your blaster. I have the 4-prong one and then the little one. I also highly recommend the mini that has the 2 claws on the end. That's actually my favorite one for the feet. So if you have that, go grab it. And then whatever oil that you use to help it so that it glides over your legs. So I'm gonna start with that, getting my lower leg and my calf ready to use the blaster. I love it. It's amazing how painful and effective it is. So getting your lower leg, the whole leg, all the way down to the heel, because those are the muscles that we need to be stretching. Grab your blaster, and we're gonna start by just relaxing the leg, trying to relax that foot, and start gently, because when those muscles, it's the gastrocnemius and the soleus, when those are tight, you'll literally feel the blaster rolling over the knot. It'll kind of be like rolling over a rope. So we're just gonna start small and slow and looking for those hot spots, those sore spots, like right there. So I found one. And what I do and what my experience has been is that when I find the knot, when I find that sore spot, to just let the blaster do the work and just move through that muscle. And it can hurt, it can be intense, it can be a lot. So I'm just kind of moving it to the side, so medial, more the midline of the body, and then more posterior, and then I take it lateral, and that actually right there is my sore spot. So with plantar fasciitis, a lot of times it's the foot pain. And it will manifest, I'll show you real quick, along the bottom of your foot. So right there at the heel. And what we're doing with the blaster is we're stretching the soleus, which comes to the Achilles tendon, which then comes around and attaches at the bottom of your foot. So if we can get that soleus and the Achilles tendon to stretch a little bit, then it can help relieve that foot pain. So again, I just went more lateral. And right there along the outside of my calf, that soleus is where it's the most sore. So I'm gonna stay here. If you at home found a knot more in the middle, stay there. You wanna work whatever's sore. And I'm just kind of digging it in, letting those little claws do the work for me. Right down at the bottom, right by my Achilles is where I'm feeling it the most. Okay, so now I'm gonna take it more lateral. So these outside leg muscles outside of the shin, doesn't hurt near as bad. This actually feels really, really good. I like this. And then into the shins. Whew, that can be a little sore too if you haven't blasted that before. That's a good one. And then taking it down again by the ankle. That's good. Ouch. Okay, now I'm gonna switch to my little one. And this helps me get low and more into my heel. So I'm gonna get my heel right there, all around, medial and lateral. Try to relax your toes because you don't want it to be tense because then it's hard to get it to release. So relaxing that down. I'm just using my little one here to carefully go around my ankle. And then into that medial part of my foot. Wow, right there. Okay, so I just rotated my leg out a little bit more, let my foot relax, and I can really get into that spot on my foot. So good, but I can feel where it's tight. I can feel why that hurts. And a little bit more, I'm gonna move to the bottom of my foot. I think the most shocking thing for me when I started blasting my feet and my arches and my heel was that the pain manifests here, like right at the bottom of that heel. But when I started blasting my arch, it helped because those muscles there, I'll go this way just a little bit. The muscles in the arch of my foot were so tight that getting those to release helped took pressure off my whole foot and then helped take pressure off my heel. So here we go. Digging into the bottom of the foot, the arches. And again, I'm letting this claw do the work for me. Oh, doesn't help when you have ticklish feet, and then my feet flinch too. Up by my toes, and then I'm gonna get it more lateral right here too. Wow, that is super, super sore. I'll go this way. So kind of more on that medial side of my foot, back up towards the ankle, all around the heel. And again, that is just like it's a love-hate relationship because it hurts, but I know it's gonna feel better in the end. So again, taking it up. And now as you go back and forth a few times, again, it might be different than regular blasting, but then it's training those superficial layers of muscle and connective tissue to stretch. It's telling them it's okay to relax. It's okay to go back to the position you were in, and then you go deeper into more muscles. And that's where you really start to get the benefit of working with the blaster on your feet to help relieve it. So the other spot I'm going to hit and I'm going to turn is the outside of my ankle. So from here, I'm going to rest my foot down. Let's see if you can see that. I'll do it here. Rest my foot and then just carefully get around my ankle and into that. Oh, right there. Again, so more medial for me is what's sore. Hit that outside of my ankle. And again, these little hand blasters are perfect for that because you can dig right down into that and really get it where you need to. Another one, and I don't have one, but I think it would be super, super beneficial, is the little 3-pronged face one that you can get right along the edge of your foot here. Because I do the same with this one, and it works, it's efficient, but I think that smaller one would be that much faster. I think it would help that much better. So again, this was the other one. I had no idea that this outside of my ankle could hurt so bad. And once I blasted it, that heel pain was gone. It just goes away. It's amazing. And not that blasting it once will fix it forever. No, this is like it's a lifestyle change. It's a commitment using the products. And I still foam roll daily. I love the combination of both the blasters and foam rolling. They both do two completely different things for me. And really, it's finding what works for you, listening to your body and what works for you in healing those issues, those sore spots. Okay, so I just put more oil down on my foot. Now, the other part that I didn't know would hurt so much either was the top of my foot. So I'm gonna take the little edges here and just run them kind of two between my toes. Now go lightly on this as you blast this. Go soft, go light. And then I just slowly work it down in between all my toes. And wow, does that feel better. And again, you don't need to push hard. The other thing I like to use too, so this was my 2-pronged one, I think the Mini 2, is I just use the end, the pointy end, and I use that, and that is almost more gentle to help hit the connective tissue across the top of your foot and your toes. Yeah, right there, I can feel that. And releasing all of this, working all of this connective tissue makes it so you don't have the pain, have the issues. So again, I'm going to go back to the middle part of my foot and my arch and see how that feels. Hit across my toes. And then of course, right where that Achilles tendon attaches at your heel. Holy cow, so good. The other thing that's really good for that specific spot too is grab your big one. I'm gonna turn this way, prop my foot up, and then we just go side to side across your foot. And that is awesome. In, again, a feel-good, painful way. Yep, right there, I feel it. and it's starting to go. I can feel it rolling over the little ropey muscle that needs to release. And it's good. So I'm going to turn again this way so you can see where I'm taking that across my foot. And then I'm going to go this way. Oh, and just let it dig into my foot, my arch. So good. In such a painful, healthy way. And the thing that's beautiful about the blasters is you get to choose the intensity. You get to choose how hard or soft you get to push. And that's nice, especially when you're in a point where it hurts to walk. It could be super, super painful to do this. So ease into it, listen to your body. But I love that all the way up to my toes. I hit that all the way back down. And then again, right there at my heel. Whew. Okay, I'm gonna switch. So again, let's get the oil on that leg so that the blaster glides easily and effectively without tearing up your skin. Yes, I have done that too, plenty. Okay, I'm back to the big muscles. So starting small, going up and down the gastrocnemius and the soleus. Let's see if we can find some good sore spots. So I feel that more medial. So on the inside of my calf, I feel that a lot more than posterior, the back of my calf. And now I'm going to move to the lateral side. And that's the same. So same spot down low, right by my ankle. It's the same spot as the other leg, which is good. If you're going to be sore in both, it's best to be bilateral. So working that. And again, trying to relax this part of your foot makes it easier to go deeper into that down by the Achilles tendon. Sometimes you'll find knots high up here in your gastrocnemius, that calf. And yeah, work it. See if you can get them to go. It may take more than one time. It could take daily. And then it just becomes that lifestyle change. Part of your everyday life, your blasting, foam rolling, yoga, Pilates. It's finding the balance for what works best for you. Okay, I'm going to hit the shins. Ouch. That one always is painful for me, the shins. Again, it needs to stretch so that our ankles and our feet have more mobility. And there's no faster way that I have found than fascia blasting. Okay, so now I'm going to move to my little one. And I'm going to hit lower. So this is where I can really dig down into like that heel, is with this little guy. So I'm working that. Oh, I love it. So good. Feel good pain. And I'm going to bring that foot up. And I'm going to hit the bottom of my arch. Same thing that we did is on the other side, is get that right on the inside of the ankle. Be careful of your ankle bone. Moving around. Here, I'll go this way a little bit. So you can see that right there. Oh, ow. I needed this so bad today. I could feel it just standing earlier. My heels were just kind of achy. And it's, again, I've dealt with plantar fasciitis on and off for about 5 years now, and knowing how to manage it, knowing what to do when I start to feel just that little bit of ache in my heel has been a game changer for me. I haven't had to get cortisone shots or even ice anymore. I know to get out my tools, and foam rolling can help a little bit too, but the blasting is what really has changed it for me so that I can function and my feet and my body feel so much better. So again, hitting that arch, again, shocking that that was part of my pain in my plantar fasciitis, those tight muscles, but you think if that's super, super tight and then you release it, it takes pressure off of everything. So hitting that, this is definitely tighter on this side than my other side. And if you found a spot that's totally different than mine, that's great. Stay on it and work it. This is just a guide. This isn't a, you have to do it this way. These are just suggestions, and what I found works for me. What you can do on your body or your feet may be completely different than what I do. And that's the beauty of this. Oh, so good right there. And there we go. So now I roll over that arch again and it's smooth. There's no ropey knot that I'm rolling over. Hit the ankle, and now I'm gonna do the outside of my leg, my ankle, sorry, not my leg, the outside of my ankle. So again, I'm gonna prop it up here. It's really tender. Yeah, right there, wow. So be gentle, you don't have to crush it, kill it, but it definitely, oh, that feels good. Wow, right there. Finding those spots, working with it. And what I teach in my Pilates classes is breathe. Keep breathing. The bigger you exhale, the faster your body learns to release that muscle or connective tissue. So breathe into it. Ease up a little bit if you need to. And I'm gonna get right here. Again, this is where that little mini one, that face one, I think would be so good to hit the outside of your foot. This one works, but I think the other one would just be that much better. And hit a little bit underneath and lateral. And then I'm gonna work the top of my foot again. So finding those edges, actually I'm gonna switch back to my, I love this one. Wish the little claws hadn't come off, but that's okay. It's still, I still use it. It's still effective. And I'm just using that smooth side right there to just kind of help keep that connective tissue smooth. No little knots, no little feelings of like marble in there. Because when it's tight in the tops of the feet, you feel it. And breathing into it still. Yeah, that's already feeling way, way better. So again, I'm going to check this spot again. That was the super tender one on this side. And it's better. Still there. It's still sore, but it's better. And it's looser. And relaxing through that. You want to be careful. Always be careful. Be gentle. Our feet are super important. I'm going to hit this middle part again. See if I can find another spot there. So even while I'm sitting here like this working my left foot, I feel a small ache in my right foot. So I'm going to go back and revisit that in just a second and see if I can't find out why that's still sore. So I'm going to hit the same spot on this leg. Let me turn this away again. Flip around. Okay, so hit that same spot and see if this might be the reason it's so sore. Our bodies are amazing, and oh yeah, ow, right there, that's it, yay, I found it. Okay, so I'm just gonna stay here and keep working this. Definitely down by the Achilles tendon, low in that heel. Ouch. But I'm hoping that once I get it stretched, once I get that, right, there's a knot, I don't know if you can see it as I roll over it. But if I can get that to go, that little ache, and it's not bad, but just that ache would go away. I'm gonna work this a little bit down underneath my ankle, being very careful, very gentle. And again, this is just a guide. This is what I've tried and it's worked for me. If you find a different spot or a different angle or a different way works better for you, absolutely do it. These are just thoughts and ideas and working with the muscle. The other thing we didn't do on this one that we need to make sure we do is this, that side to side on the bottom of our foot. Right there, I found it, so good. It's amazing. Again, I love these tools. I keep getting more and more of them. Use them all over. But like I said, I originally got them because I was desperate to fix my plantar fasciitis foot pain and everything I had done wasn't working. And this worked. So grab your blasters. Thank you so much, Ashley Black, for having this. It's been a deal breaker. It's been a game changer for me, not a deal breaker, a game changer for me. And thank you for watching and joining me on this. Feel free to watch my other videos. I have foam roller and Pilates videos. If you like it, subscribe, and yeah, I'll be back with more blasting. And until next time, let's stay healthy and stretched.